Hi there, I'm Andre from Peak Motorcycles and I'm here at EICMA 2024. I'm here at the Zero stand. Now you've probably heard of Zero, I've done videos from here before. I think they're certainly one of the most established electric motorcycle manufacturers. I have ridden one actually, and I just love that thrill of the acceleration, the instant twist you get, yet still being super manageable around town. The thing that I still always struggled with was the range anxiety, which when you live in a remote place like me, that is always going to be a problem. Nevertheless, I think they've got a couple of new things here, a couple of new dirt bikes that might be on show, but I'll show you what they have around the stand. I'm not going to repeat lingering on the bikes that I've already seen before, other than a quick word about what they are. But yeah, if there's anything new, I will try and show you. Here we go. So starting at this end, we have the Zero DSR-X, which is their, I guess it's a tourer. You know, it looks like a sports tourer. It's got a fairing, it's got a windscreen, it's got an upright riding position. Charge time is 2.2 hours to 95% and 1.1 hours with a rapid charger, do 112 miles an hour. So yeah, I think it's certainly getting there. It's got the equivalent of 100 horsepower. I think it's still the range might be a bit of a challenge. City range is about 179 miles, highway range is 107. So yeah, you could ride it for an hour. If you find another fast charger after the hour, you could plug it in, have an hour off and then be an hour back on the bike. So I still think there's some way to go before they become proper long distance tourers. Here we have a special edition Black Forest edition. It's black, it's got that lovely sort of sparkle in the paint, which looks kind of cool. A few sort of Black Forest logos here and there around the bike and that Black Forest luggage. Here we have another one done up as a police bike with the same black luggage but with police signs on it and the blue light on the back. Right then, we're into the dirt bike. So here we have the Zero FX. Now this has been out for a while. I've not seen one done up quite like this with the handguards, the windscreen and the top box. It certainly looks quite practical. Those double lights at the front are a slightly different look that I haven't seen before as well. Here we have one of the new bikes. Now this is the Zero XB. Now to me this looks like it's closer to sort of almost being a mountain bike than a motorcycle. You know, I know there's a few others of these around. Super lightweight, you know, maybe they don't need to be as big as the others, and the bigger they are, the bigger the brakes, the bigger everything that they need. This one is chain drive. I've seen some of the others like this that are belt drive. I'll try and find some of the specs for you to let you know. Yeah, so I think this one is more like a 125 equivalent. Shorter range, you know, lower top speed. But then again, if you're probably faster than an e-mountain bike, slower than a motorcycle. So we have the Zero XE. So this has a range of about 100 kilometers, about 60 miles, top speed 53 miles an hour, which is, I suppose, still slower than a 125. It does look like a full-size motorcycle though. It looks more like that than the other. You know, I think they are nicely finished, and I think as bikes go, if you want an e-bike, then I think Zero is probably the leader to go for. Nevertheless, I still think there's a bit of a way for ones like this to go before I could have one where I live. Right then, here we have something new. Aha, this is the Zero Neutrino concept. It's very much a city bike, so not designed for speed. It's got kind of the dimensions of a Honda Grom, something like that. You know, a range of around 120 kilometers, about 19 horsepower equivalent, which in a small bike probably goes well enough for a city. Right then, the last few, and I think these are the older models, which may be why they've put them at the edge. So we have the Zero S, the SR, which is like the one that I rode, except I think I rode the faired version. And then here we have an SRF. Again, it's just got that bigger rear tyre. See, they've got the belt drive under there. That gold thing with the fins is the motor, and that's a 17.3 kilowatt hour battery pack. I think things like this are becoming quite mature in the market now, and if you're after an e-motorcycle, I think Zero is definitely one to look at. So here we go, here are the last couple. So the FXE is actually the bike that's probably the most likely that would suit my needs. It is sort of enduro styled, smaller battery than you know, the bigger bikes, but I quite like the styling. It will certainly go fast enough for the road on which I live. And it's cheaper. You know, the price for these things has always been a factor, especially now as a lot of the tax incentives have gone to buy them. The FXE has a range of about 105 miles. It's the equivalent of a 44 horsepower motorcycle, and it weighs in at about 140 kilos. So, you know, that's not too bad really. You know, it's probably 50 kilos lighter than an equivalent A2 motorcycle. I think it looks quite good as well. Just two to go, one of which is the SRS, which is the sports version. That is actually the bike that I did my test ride on, and there is a video on the channel. And then last, but by no means least, is the SRF, which is a sort of half-faired version of that same bike. This one's got the 17.3 kilowatt hour battery pack on as well, and is also fitted up with a top box and the screen. So there we go, that is my very quick video from the Zero stand here at EICMA 2024. Hope that's been interesting and useful, and if it has, please check out my other content from the show, and maybe I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.